underground radio station here, and we say what we feel like saying.
This is Colonel Jack Mehoff of the Radio First Timer Iraq Show. The following program is brought to you in high definition, Dave Rabbit audio. Is that clear enough for you, Pukes?
Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's show, and man, do we have a great one in store for you. From Sweden, the band known as Sleeping Dervish. And the hits just keep on coming.
It's alright. Keep me close, but also shut me out. I'm so sick of windows, and I'll leave tonight if it makes you down. Think of time, that's how I love should be. I want to believe in any stories. Oh no, everything I feel is true. To me, I want to believe in any stories. I want them done. One said it's alright. If I could paint, would make a blank picture. Now all my drawings are filled with bad sketches. If I could paint, I would dedicate it to you. But that's all I could do.
Sleeping Dervish from Sweden. I mean, I'm talking about my friends Gustav, Vanja, and Andreas, guys that I met back in 2006 when I was doing the original Audio Rabbit Zone shows back in those days. And I also, some months ago on Video Rabbit Zone number 19, featured Sleeping Dervish early in the Video Rabbit Zone show history. And that show featured this particular song we just heard, Skia, which I absolutely love since 2006. But more importantly, featured three of the songs that they used to do. And the songs tonight, the three songs that are left in the show, are going to be featuring their newest CD, EP, whatever the hell you want to call it, that you can get digitally online. And it's from their... I'm going to call them, I'm just going to face it, folks. I'm so tired of trying to figure out what the hell these things are called. I'm just going to call it a CD, okay? Anyway, you can see more about their CD, their new CD called The Water Sacred, which we're going to feature, or The Water Scared, rather. I said sacred, scared, sacred, same thing. You can find that on their homepage by going to myspace.com/sleeping dervish. Now, what's interesting is I think Gustav, and I've said this before in the previous shows, that he has a little bit of sting in him, I mean, I kind of like the way he comes across, and of course that's my personal opinion, but I kind of think he sounds a little bit like Sting, and especially in some of the songs that'll be coming up from their, as I said, their CD, The Water Scared. You might be wondering what the hell's going on in the back. Well, if you watched last week's show, I kind of gave you a little hint and said, hey, I might be putting up some of my favorite stuff of Cheech and Chong, and they are going to be the featured background for tonight's show. This is from their movie Up in Smoke, which came out in 1978 to really huge critical acclaim, not because it was a movie completely about drug use, but more importantly because of the comedy of Cheech and Chong, and I'm talking about Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong. Now, what's really interesting is that in 1978, it was the 12th highest grossing film domestically. I mean, it kicked the living crap out of a buttload of movies as far as dollars made. Now, when you stop and look at what movies we have going on today, 41 million back then is a buttload of money today. Now, just the other day, one of my sons, Roger Rabbit, and I went to see the Piranha 3D show. Now, I got to tell you, folks, I didn't review it. It wasn't one I cared to review, but we went to see it, and we had the 3D glasses on. And, of course, it's rated R, and it definitely deserves the R rating because, I mean, there are nude bimbos everywhere, top and bottom. I haven't seen so many naked buttocks of females until, like spring break, maybe one of the spring breaks I went and did down at Padre Island a few years ago. But there is a buttload of naked women on this show. Now, the thing that's funny about this movie is that it's a horror movie, right? About piranhas, prehistoric piranhas coming and attacking people on the modern day lake and whatever and yada, yada, yada. Now, the whole reason I really wanted to go see this movie to begin with was because of one person, the hottie Elizabeth Shue. God, I have been so in lust with Elizabeth Shue since Adventures in Babysitting some many years ago. I've always thought Elizabeth Shue was really hot. I don't know why she's not a rabbit girl. Maybe because she's about my age now, and that wouldn't look too cool for the military men around the world. But she is still hot. I still would fantasize about Elizabeth Shue. Sorry. I don't know why I'm going here. Anyway. This movie only made $10 million its opening weekend. So, I mean, it'll probably peter out and maybe make, maximum maybe 15 million, 20 million. And we're talking about in today's dollars. Now, Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke grossed 41 million. So, as I said, if you haven't seen, Up in Smoke yet, you could probably find it somewhere, in the DVD archives of your local movie store or whatever. I don't know if I've ever seen it come out lately on cable or anything like that. But you could definitely find out a lot about it by simply Googling Cheech and Chong. Now, Cheech and Chong have a tour going on, which is they're reprising their Up in Smoke kind of roles, but they've got some other funny stuff in there. I saw the show when it came to Dallas a couple of years ago or a year ago, whatever, Dave's mind fades in and out, so who knows? It could have been yesterday. I don't know. Anyway, if you go to CheechandChongTour.com, you can find out about their tour and the places that they're still playing out and whatever. And it's really a buttload of fun, especially for those guys that are, remember the Cheech and Chong shows and the movies and whatever. Now, I will say this. I didn't care for any of their movies after Up in Smoke. I mean, the sequel to Up in Smoke was kind of funny and but it wasn't near the classiness. I don't know if classiness is the right word. It wasn't near the character that Up in Smoke had as far as being completely unique. And there's been a lot of people trying to copy, if you will, that